Here we are on top of the Seattle Aquarium. There's lots of different tanks up here. It's nice because they can do their water change in the ocean. They don't ever have to mix salt water. So the salt water goes back to the ocean. And we'll probably take some new stuff in here somewhere. Probably gets treated by UV light. See the seals way down there.
This bird netting. It keeps out the outside birds.
Wow, that's neat. Smells like ocean. Ocean going? That's what he'll do.
What's a big deal, you know?
Yeah, you guys.
I wanted to introduce you just to this bit first. This is the underwater dome. You're in our largest exhibit here at the Seattle Aquarium. So you're surrounded by about 400,000 gallons of cold salt water that's coming right in from outside from Elliott Bay. This is really representing what Elliott Bay, Puget Sound looks like. So, and this has a few different habitats that were wrote there. Over here we have the area. And this is cool because kelp right here, this is a seasonal algae. So when you guys come back, if you do come back here in the winter time, that will all be gone. It'll dies completely off. But in the summer and spring, it goes crazy over here. It gets very lush and full. So we still have that going on, which is nice. And then way over here in the corner is kind of the sandy seafloor area. You'll see lots of fish that like to lay on the bottom there. This is a diver, Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Diana, how's everybody doing in there?
Over here's diver Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Diana. Hi, everybody.
You're very popular with the salmon right now, Dave.
Well, I love to think it's my winning personality, but it's probably these 2 bags of food that I'm carrying.
Yeah, probably. So Dave's making his way on over, and Alex is going to come on over to this side so we don't have to crank our necks for too long. Alex, you want to tell us how we're able to talk to you in there? What kind of gear are you wearing?
Well, so, a lot of special gear. First of all, did anybody put their hands in our test tank back in Lake on the Edge? Anybody feel how cold the water was? Well, this is the exact same water, so it's about 55 degrees right now. As a result, we're wearing dry suits. So if you've heard of a wetsuit, made of neoprene, keeps you nice and warm, but it does let a layer of water in. Dry suits are totally sealed against the water. So Dave and I both have waterproof zippers on us, seals on our ankles and our necks. And so the only thing that's really getting wet are the back of my head and my hands, and Dave's hands aren't even getting wet.
All right. And what's the temperature of the water in there today, Alex?
It's right about 55.
55, and it gets down to about 45 or so in the winter time. So
Yep.
they'll definitely be feeling that. And Dave, you've got a special mask on. It's got a microphone on the inside, so we can hear you, and you can hear us all right. Is that right, Dave?
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool kind of mask, a full face mask. I mean, instead of just my eyes and nose, it covers my whole face. And like you said, there's a little microphone on the inside of the mask right in front of my mouth right here. And then some earphones on the outside, and so I can hear you, Diana.
Right. Now, Dave, what kind of salmon? He's surrounded by salmon right now, if you haven't noticed. There's lots of different sizes in there, different ages of salmon, different species of salmon. And I believe we are with coho salmon, Chinook salmon. Do we have some sockeye in there too still, Dave?
I don't know about the sockeye. I think we also have some steelhead.
Okay.
And, yeah, coho.
So
And they're pretty, they're good about going after their food. They're pretty aggressive feeders, so.
yeah, the salmon are probably the most aggressive in here. as far as the coming at the food, you guys kind of have to be careful when you're feeding them because they'll just run right into the diapers. Salmon are strike feeders. They have no time to waste. Their whole deal is that they have a really fast metabolism, short lifespan. Their goal in life is to get as nice and strong to make their journey, which could be over 1,000 miles out in the wild. So their instincts are to just eat, eat, eat. And what are you feeding the salmon there, Dave?
So this is chopped up herring and squid and some shrimp.
But they're mostly
Shrimp that are going after the, I think mostly the herring and squid. They like the shrimp okay too.
the krill in there, yeah.
Whatever they can get, basically.
Yeah, whatever they can fit. There's not a lot of chewing going on, so they really like to go for the krill. You can see those tiny little pink shrimp. That's krill, and that fits perfectly in their mouths. And then, Alex, what do you have going on? What do you want to tell us about on your side over there?
Well, I've got a whole bunch of rockfish around here. Let's see if I can get this tiger rockfish a little bit closer to the middle of the window. Oop, let's go. There, well, hopefully it's a little bit. The rockfish are the deep body fish. They're all over the place. A lot of them seem to be sort of sitting on the ledges or actually on one of themselves. They're kind of the polar opposite of salmon. Salmon move fast, they live fast, they might only live up to 5 to 7 years. Rockfish can live up to about 150 years. So, much older fish, and instead of moving fast, they'll find a rock that they like, and they might stay there for decades, just waiting for fish to come to them.
You're being upstaged by the sturgeon that's going right over the top, but that's okay. The sturgeon are a really cool fish. They're one of my favorites in here. Let's head on over to the other side. We've got 3 sturgeon in here, and that's another animal that can live a really long life too, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, sturgeons can live a really long time, and I'm actually not quite sure how long the longest lived sturgeon are, but I know they grow very slowly. We have one white sturgeon in here, and the record for that's about, I think, 1,200 pounds and 15 feet long, so they can get massive.
I'm going to let the people in the hallway kind of come on in. Let's make a little row here so they can get through. And let's meet as many of them as we can. Come on in, folks. Don't want you to miss out. Alex, who just went over your head? That large flatfish there.
I think that was a halibut that just smacked me in the head.
Yeah, halibut.
All right, so that's a halibut. We have a few of those in here. They get quite large. Dave's heading over to the top here. So yeah, again, 40 different species of fish. The halibut are pretty interesting feeders. Dave, when you feed a halibut, it's kind of like a vacuum cleaner coming at you, isn't it?
It is. They're one of the fish that will eat mostly by opening its mouth real fast. Stuff in.
That was great. Alex just demonstrated that suction technique. They definitely can feel it if it gets near their hand, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about some of the lower dwelling fish in here to keep an eye out for. There's lots of other flatfish, starry flounders. Sometimes people think we have a stingray in here, but that's our big skate. Alex, big skates are not stingrays. They don't have any stingers on them, do they?
Correct. They look a lot like skates, but they have a dorsal fin and a tail, just like a shark does. So they're kind of like a cross between a stingray and a shark. Feet on the bottom, really interesting feeding technique. They kind of parachute over whatever they want to eat, and they'll just suck it into their mouth. They can smell things both above and below them. Their teeth, instead of being, sort of stereotypical shark teeth, they're almost like files in there. They can kind of match whatever ends up in their mouth.
All right, and again, big skates are related to sharks. And we do have a fish in here, it's called a ratfish. And keep an eye out for it. They do tend to hang out at the bottom too, but they're the most popular, or the highest biomass fish that we have in Elliott Bay. They look like they're flying. They have what looks like wings, they have spots, really gigantic eyes, and a long tail that looks like a rat. And so very, very common fish here in our Puget Sound. Now, while we have the divers on microphone, this is a great time to ask questions. Raise your hand if you have a question for us today. We would be happy to take questions. Anybody have any questions or want anything identified? Yes, sir. What's your question? Okay. If I could ask people to turn their voices off for just a couple more minutes. 1, 2, 3. This is a great question. I think people wonder about this. Dave, you ready?
I'm ready.
Do fish eat each other?
They do.
They do.
Yeah, once in a while, the fish inherently eat each other. We try to minimize that by bringing in the such high quality seafoods that that's all they want to eat. But once in a while, they'll eat each other anyway. Like in the wild.
Nature happens, but since we are feeding them every day, they don't need to eat each other. And if you notice, most of the fish are pretty close in size. It's very rare that we're going to put a bunch of fish in here. Yeah, so it does happen sometimes, but it's not happening all the time. Other questions? Any other questions out there? Any other questions? Yes. Single orange fish that keeps going around. Just one. You guess that's one of them are rockfish, either a canary rockfish or a yellow-eyed rockfish. And again, I don't know if you remember what Alex said. Some rockfish can live to be over 100 years old. The yellow-eyed rockfish, which is kind of a dusty orange fish, has been documented as living up to 140 years old.
Wow.
So, and again, you're going to see them just sitting on the bottom, sitting on the rock. They're doing fine. My microphone does not like me. That might be a sign to wrap up. So I'm going to wrap this up, and if you guys have more questions, I'll be hanging out down here just a little bit longer. You can come over and chat with me. Let's give our volunteer divers a big hand. Thanks you guys for
We still have a lot of fish.
Yeah. That's a rockfish there. Orange one. Looks like he's like over 100 years old.
He looks like, he acts like it.
Yeah. It was really slowly.
Right, I think the fish is just really old.
That fish. There's two squid. Eat it.
There he is.
Move it. Try again.
There's a halibut there. Swims on his side. Oh, looks so cool the way the light's shining in, doesn't it? They got the streaks. Oh, that's a sturgeon. See?
Mom, I already found the bowl.
That's like a prehistoric fish. Great big things. Chill right around us. This is the otter tank. You can see all their shells on the bottom.
Pretty deep, actually.
Really deep. There he is. Wow, that looks so cool. T-Rex on it, just the attack. There's Caso. The Seattle Aquarium. It's so cool because you don't have to mix any salt water at all. They just take it from the ocean.
Yeah, is like the Monterey, right?
Yeah.
Then it'd be great for starters. But yeah, like, things we forgot that we're now relearning with a little bit more information. But it is possible. When you figure like the one thing I always pointed out, probably of the ones in zoos, some of the plants and stuff that
Oh, that's from the aquarium downstairs.
Is it?
When we enter.
Oh, right. Where the diver is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because look at all the lines there, see? Well, there's a machine that makes the water wave. See, watch. Watch, see? There. That's the one. There's the cafe. Oh yeah. Hey, the glass is tilted.
Sun is nice.
I know, I just want to stay here for a bit. It's so nice and warm. There's 2 levels there on the road, actually 3. There's the ground level, and then the middle level and the top level. There's that.